5 seconds remaining.
chicken. You like Newbee?
Quite loudness.
You like the jug? I mean, back on your team. That every game you played it. Well, you didn't play, but it was played. Your team, you loved it. What is it about Juggernaut?
I think Juggernaut.
What is so safe about this hero?
Yeah, he's a solid hero. There's a couple of things that make it really powerful. It's pretty self-sustainable in lane because it has healing ward and a magic immunity spell. It's all right at pushing towers for the same reasons. It's all right for taking Roshan if you have anything that amplifies him just a bit. He hits pretty hard fairly early in the game. Great base attack time. Yeah, he's just like the whole package. He's a safe pick if you feel like you want to pick a core and you don't know exactly what you're facing yet. He's a good choice. He also peaks pretty early in the game. He can be strong after he's only like level 6 or 7. He's strong, and at the same time, he also scales very well into later on. Just very cool. Let's get out there. Yeah, this. Oh man! Oh! Whoa!
1v1. They both bring each other down. Miracle will get the experience though, and of course the extra bit of gold bounty with the fact that he was bringing down SCCC, who already picked up that kill.
That's a very big win for Miracle, getting this kill. Super close as well.
Yeah.
When these two heroes both reach level 5, there's so much burst potential in both of them. Raindrop is good for both of them as well, so you need to take a lot of things into account here in that matchup.
And very far, I believe, making the difference there for Miracle.
Oh, he had one?
Yeah.
It's very nice. Yeah, this mid lane has definitely been the lane to watch so far. Newbee, of course, managing to get the kill first on Miracle. But when you turn it around like this, generally the way it should be, you know, if your mid lane gets a kill, it should be under control unless it gets counter ganked. But if this manages to happen, Miracle has just pulled back a full advantage in this lane, and now he's bullying SCC out. When generally level 5 is when Shadow Fiend starts feeling safe here. Just double raise the wave, go to the jungle and farm a bit. But Miracle is playing ultra aggressively on it here.
Supports, we'll see what they have for Newbee, Faith and Kaka. On the high ground, are smoked up. We'll see if they are able to get a jump. Liquid themselves do have GH and Kuroki
Good
also around.
GH, very nice.
Spelling the smoke, Kaka tries to go for the stun, but GH is there with the quicker reactions, and Miracle comes across with a burst. And at the end of the day, the smoke results in Liquid themselves securing another kill for Miracle.
That's just an excellent read. The perfect positioning from GH, perfect stun. And of course combining it with the Tinker. The Trend actually didn't even need to be there at the end of the day, but nicely spotted by Liquid. They're gonna use their own smoke to go up to top now. I feel like this kill is definitely possible if they get Doom off. The question is if U9 is even gonna give Doom the chance to cast that spell, because I feel like Doom could solo him as well almost.
They're actually going to be able to find the CM instead. It's the easier kill, by no means the one that would have been ideal, but it will be something. The good news, of course, for Newbee means that gives them the info to get the jug out of there, and U9 to avoid a potentially fatal gank.
Yep. Still looking at the CS, glancing at that a bit. The Newbee lineup are getting a lot out of the laning stage. I feel like this is the price Liquid will have to pay in this game, just by virtue of how greedy their lineup is. The supports can't be everywhere at once, and Spectre needs help.
Middle tower is under
the Tinker mid will probably get out.
But look at this down bottom as well. KP forces Matuma to TP out of the lane because of the fact that the supports they are looking elsewhere and they're not remaining with the Spectre.
it's not getting easier either. This Omni is level 7, and Matumba has no health regen in lane. So if he goes down, gets purified twice, he's dead.
And they will go for the quick corner up on the top lane because Doomsby jumped up, but this could be kind of bad news for Matumba. He will jump himself back out of there. Looks like he wanted to try and come in to help Mind Control turn it, but it just didn't happen. And Newbee picking up the 4th kill. Again, their support rotations now seeming to be a little stronger between Kaka and Faith.
This last minute for Matumba sucks when that happens on your Spectre. This is really, really bad for him. He loses a good like 10, 12, 15 CS on having to TP back to base and run all the way down to lane. And not only that, he also stayed in base using the Haunt, like you said.
Look at this down bottom, Sin. They really want to punish KP. He's just diving the towers. I don't think he expected Mind Control to be there as well. They'll go in with the 4-man movement onto the Omni
They
Knight.
need this kill on Spectre. Oh, he didn't get it.
Mind Control gets it. Yeah. But Tumba Man really needs that pickup to climb him back in. At the moment, he's on the same net worth as Mind Control, and that's not ideal.
Definitely. I mean, it's a bit deceptive when it's Doom, but because he gets the Devour bonus gold, but still, it was a 3-on-1 in theory bottom lane. They could have chosen. Like, this is a choice by Liquid. Matumba hasn't played awful. That's not why he has low farm. But his supports have left him alone a lot, and that's just how this lane is going to go. Like, if you leave him alone against Omni Knight, he will suffer a bit. So Liquid has made the investment of putting a bit more into the Miracle basket, try to get him fast travels, as well as utilizing Mind Control top. I would say overall, I would have liked them to put a little more emphasis on Matumba Man's lane in this game, but generally, Spectre is fairly good at coming back as long as the early game isn't like, completely abysmal. If your other heroes can set you up for a couple of Haunt kills, you're back in. It's going to TP top, actually. There's a Nyx farming up here, so Matumba Man probably feels fairly safe being here for a bit, but essentially this should sacrifice their bottom tower. He doesn't have Haunt yet.
Yeah, Liquid needs to be very careful how they go about trying to hold this. U9 has rotated into the bottom lane. Newbee with 4 members
as well. This can get really, really nasty.
I believe they should see him and picked him up because he picked it straight up from the bottom rune spot and they had the vision out. So they should be aware that SCCC is coming down looking for the invis plays. GH is trying to play it safe. It's as if he kind of knows, but it doesn't matter. He will get the Hex off, but almost certainly will go down with Faith and KP chasing him. One raise should do it, and SCCC finds the kill, and Newbee will get the space to bring down the safe lane tier 1 of Liquid.
And it's at the cost of very little. Their mid tower is full HP, Kaka got level 6 top and needs to spare, and that's, again, greed is really the name of the game here for Liquid. They don't have any pushing power, they need to farm a lot before they come online, and I think they played a pretty solid early game. Oh, Kuroki being annoying.
This top lane, look, Kaka comes straight in with the Vendetta gank, and bam, KP with the burst brings down the Spectre. A great use there of Kaka first hitting that level 6 and making sure that the first kill is a big one.
Matumba might have felt a bit safe because U9 was TPing and got cancelled by Kuro. So he was like, okay, that was the rotation they were trying to make, was using the Juggernaut ultimate to kill me top, and it got cancelled, and then he gets killed by something else. Newbee are looking very good in this game right now. It's
very tight.
It's tough. In a way, I feel like Liquid drafted this, and they cannot possibly expect to win the early game. I think if you pick these heroes and you think you're going to stomp your opponent in the first 15 minutes, you're a bit naive. Like, it doesn't really seem plausible to think that. So they've got to play it slow. They've got to get a couple of key items. And more important than anything, in my opinion, they need to make sure Matumba Man gets to play Dota. Like, they can't just sacrifice their Spectre as hard as they have so far and continue doing so. If they do that, then every single time Doom is off cooldown, they need to kill with Doom. And right now, Mind Control is running around the jungle with Doom available, and he's not able to fight this now. He actually has 8 sticks, so he could rotate in. But all 3 cores are farming more than anything else.